Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Sugar Free. This is your weekly reading for week commencing Monday the 15th of October 2018. Hope you're well. It's a bit of a wet, blowy morning here in the south of England. Very few leaves comparatively left on the trees now after the winds have ripped them off. But that's autumn for you. So yeah, reading for the week. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to be using Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, and the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. So one last shuffle. One last cut. Okay, here we go. Here are three Major Arcana. The Hermit in the upright, the Tower in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Sag. Ooh, I like that. Okay. You're keeping yourself to yourself. And catastrophizing, and I think thinking that doing that weird kind of insurance policy that we sometimes do, that if you can imagine everything that can go wrong, nothing will go wrong. Big mistake. It never works that way. I think that's what a lot of worry is about, is that if you can cover all the bases in advance, then you can protect yourself. And you can't. I mean, you can never, however long you stay in your cave, all right, turned in on yourself, thinking about all this stuff that can go wrong, Tower in reverse here. However many scenarios you can think up and kind of reassure yourself that because you've thought of it, because you thought that such and such might go wrong in such and such a way and all that it won't, you've kind of covered it, you've done it, and you felt all the horror and of what it would feel like if this and that happened. No, you can never cover them all. And that's not to say remotely, Sag, that there is something that's going to go wrong that you haven't thought of. I'm not saying that at all. Not at all. And clearly, I mean, key to power is that, bottom line, we just don't know. We just don't know. And you can waste an awful lot of time, and it is truly a waste of time to sit thinking about every possible angle from which things can go wrong. And the real reason we do that, as I say, is a kind of karmic insurance policy, that we think if we can feel the pain and the horror of things going wrong when we imagine them going wrong in advance, then they won't happen because we've done the emotional work already. No. It doesn't work that way. The bottom line is we just don't know. And I mean, all these cards are replete with symbolism. But the bit of this card today that my eye is being drawn to is the lightning bolt. Now, the Tibetan Buddhist tradition has an object very similar to this. If you can see, it's this weird kind of double-ended thing that is being held aloft here with lightning bolts coming out of it. And in Tibetan Buddhism, it's called a vajra. And, it's energy and it's truth that's like coming out in these bolts of lightning, being held by the Angel of Fortune. And I mean, I've got to say, I do think it's significant that the Wheel of Fortune is in the upright here. We've got a light here being held by the Hermit, card number 9. We've got a lightning bolt coming and bashing the tower to pieces in the Tower in reverse here. And then we've got card number 10 with more lightning bolts being held here. Bottom line is, Sag, let go. You don't know. And you cannot protect yourself from future pain by imagining it in the present. You can't. And it's not wise to do it, even. It's not wise to do it. It's a fool's game. Right, I'm going to clarify the Hermit now. Okay, with the Four of Wands. Well, you know, this is said to be the at-home card. Oh, I don't usually say things like this, but don't hide away at home imagining the worst, Sag. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, you know, whatever context these catastrophizing karmic insurance policy thoughts are, that you're staying in your cave, staying in your home, thinking about. I mean, it's a very kind of comfortable place to be in a way, where you just kind of sit inside yourself. It's seductively comfortable, and it is a complete chimera. It's a mirage. And I've got to say, it's a kind of waste of this wonderful Four of Energy Wands, and it's a waste of the contemplative capacity and beauty of the Hermit here. Because these two great cards, where you could be sitting at home, I don't know, meditating, reading, you know, educating yourself, making some nice food, perhaps going through some things and sorting them out, doing a bit of tidying, a bit of rearranging, making stuff nice. You're not sitting at home. This is all pulled down, literally pulled down by this. You know, the tower might go down, it might not go down, just don't know. It's a lightning bolt. There's nothing you can do. So why waste your time worrying about it? Enjoy your home life. Enjoy it. Don't use it as a kind of venue for this catastrophizing thinking. And also, I mean, you know, by doing that, by focusing on this is the block, the drain, the underbelly of this. You're not engaged with what's around you at home. So it's like you're both indoors and cut off from what's around you, not only from what's outside of the space in which you're sitting, but the space itself. Right, let's clarify this. Okay, Ten of Wands. Well, clearly, this is burdensome to you. It's burdensome. Now, there is one way, sorry for that long silence, I'm just thinking about how this is working in the context of, and it is, I think it is that. There is a way of looking at the Ten of Wands whereby, and well, there might be an element of this actually, whereby the wands are being put away because the fight is over. Yeah, it's the end of the wand cycle, and all the wands now going to be gathered up. We've been through the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, etc., etc., etc. It's like, okay, right, job done. Let's just put them all away, put them back in the storehouse, put them in the barn, ready for the next endeavour. But I'm not saying that side of it so much. I'm just saying this is a burden. You're burdening yourself with these thoughts. And, you know, the thing, as I say, about the kind of karmic insurance policy, that if you can imagine the worst before it's happened, then you can kind of somehow magically stave it off. That is a fantasy. The only truth is this. But I think, you know, we got 10 of Wands here. Wheel of Fortune in the upright is card number 10. There's a sense that the unknowns of fortune's rise, fortune's fall, the unknowns of it is a kind of a burden, but only if you imagine the worst. And fortune's rise as well, Sag. Okay, 4 of Pentacles, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune here. Well, look, you when it goes up to the up top, you don't get to keep it, because after it's gone up to the up top, it's going to go down to the down, and you're going to feel burdened again. But once it's gone down, down, it's going to go, you can shed the burden because it's going to go up till you're up top. But when it's at the top, you don't get to keep it. Oh, man. It's like round and round with the burden of bad luck and then wanting to hold on to. Well, hold on a sec. Because every time the wheel goes up and we get some good fortune, we do actually get to keep something. We do. We don't get to keep all of it because the wheel will keep on turning. The key here is to understand that there is always a bit of good fortune and the effects of good fortune left on the sides of the bowl. It's like when you're making a cake and you're scraping it out of the bowl to put it into the cake tin to cook, there's always a bit left on the side of the bowl, but you do get to lick the spoon. Right? You don't get the whole cake over and over and over again because you can't have your cake and eat it, but you do get to lick the bowl, Sag. There is always a little bit left over. Not the whole lot, but always a little bit. And the key to power here is working out what you can keep forever from that stroke of good luck. And perhaps in identifying that and understanding that there is always a little bit left to you as the wheel continues its progress from up to down, from good luck to bad luck. That little bit, what is that little bit that you get to keep every time? And you can accrue and accrue and accrue fortune, wisdom, and karmic wealth. So, and then this burden begins to lighten bit by bit by bit. But the true lightening of the burden, I've got to say, because the truth of the matter is we just don't know. But, excuse me, this reading is telling me that there's a damn sight more good fortune out there for you than there is bad. There is. But, you know, sad thing is with humans, the way we're built is we don't notice all the good stuff because it's smooth, it's quiet, and it just kind of glides over us. All the stuff that doesn't go wrong goes unnoticed. Hey ho, that's humans for you. Right, let's get one from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. Okay, I see it. I see it. I have you in my eye. Oh, how lovely. The little one rises. Oh, okay. This is about something taking off. So this is something taking off. Something coming aloft for the first time. Something that's ready to float. I get, oh my God, I get an image of a boat that has been in the building or in the yard in dry dock. And it's been put into a place where the tide is out. It's on a tidal river or a tidal body of water. And it's sitting there. And bit by bit by bit, the tide is coming in. And the tide, the level of the water gets to a certain height and the boat breaks its moorings and floats free. That's what I'm getting from this. That's what I'm getting. And you know, time and tide wait for no one. And I see that in the Wheel of Fortune in the upright as well. And I mean, I would, in a sense, I'm going to scratch this whole reading and say, you do all the worrying you want. Something good's coming. Your boat's going to float. So your boat's going to float. You can worry about it until the cows come home. The only thing is, until the cows come home, look at the cows. There it is. You can worry about it till the cows come home. It will come anyway. A good fortune will come anyway. The only thing is the more worried you are, the less energy you're going to have to enjoy it. And I will leave it there. Okay, please like, please share, please subscribe. Have a wonderful week. And if you would like a private reading, the email address is in the description box below. Okay, cheers, Sag. Bye-bye.